Hey everyone, and welcome back to What Is. It's that time of year again. The festive lights are down, the leftover mince pies are, well, probably gone. And suddenly, for reasons that escape the rational mind, we collectively decide that January 1st is the perfect date to fundamentally transform ourselves. What is a New Year's resolution? That annual, often short-lived, promise to ourselves, the one where we pledge to become fitter, smarter, richer, or finally learn to play the ukulele. But what is a New Year's resolution, really? Where did this curious tradition come from? And why, oh why, are we so spectacularly bad at keeping them? Let's dive in. At its core, a New Year's resolution is a commitment, a vow. A personal pact made on or around the first day of the new year to undertake a positive change in one's life. It's an aspiration, a fresh start, a declaration that this year will be different. It's usually about self-improvement, breaking bad habits, forming new good ones, or achieving a long-held goal. Think, eat healthier, exercise more, save money, or finally organize that junk drawer that's slowly consuming my kitchen. But this isn't some modern phenomenon, born out of self-help books and gym memberships. The roots of New Year's resolutions stretch back, way back, to ancient civilizations. Imagine this. It's roughly 4,000 years ago, and we're in ancient Babylon. The New Year wasn't on January 1st for them. It was celebrated in mid-March, coinciding with the spring equinox and the planting of new crops. Their New Year's festival, Akichu, lasted for 12 days. And during this time, Babylonians made promises to their gods. These weren't necessarily about losing chariot weight or drinking less fermented grain. No, these were often about returning borrowed farm equipment. Seriously, it was a covenant with the gods, promising to repay debts and return anything they'd borrowed. So, while we're fretting over kale smoothies, they were probably just trying to remember where they put their neighbor's oxen plow. Talk about ancient procrastination. Fast forward a few millennia to ancient Rome. When Julius Caesar revamped the calendar in 46 BC, he established January 1st as the beginning of the new year. This date was significant because it honored Janus, the two-faced Roman god of beginnings, transitions, and endings. Janus looked both backward into the old year and forward into the new. Romans would offer sacrifices to Janus and make promises of good conduct for the coming year. Their resolutions were less about hitting the Roman baths more often, and more about making promises to the emperor or their gods, ensuring agricultural prosperity or military success, probably also less likely to be forgotten by February, given the potential consequences of displeasing an emperor. Moving further along history, we find medieval knights taking the peacock vow at the end of the Christmas season. They would reaffirm their commitment to chivalry and uphold their knightly virtues. Again, probably not resolving to read more books or declutter their castles, but rather to be braver, more honorable, and perhaps slay a few more dragons, or at least try not to spill mead down their chainmail. The modern concept of a New Year's resolution, however, is more directly tied to Christian traditions, where the new year was an opportunity for self-reflection, seeking atonement for past sins, and resolving to improve one's moral character. This, over time, secularized into the broader idea of self-improvement we recognize today, applicable to anyone, regardless of their beliefs. So, for thousands of years, humans have been optimistically, perhaps foolishly, viewing the turn of the calendar as a chance for a fresh start. And for just as long, we've probably been failing at it. Which brings us to the million-dollar question. Why is it so darn hard to keep these resolutions? Well, there are a few reasons, and they usually involve a heady mix of human psychology, unrealistic expectations, and a general underestimation of how much effort it actually takes to change ingrained habits. Firstly, we often set resolutions that are vague, overly ambitious, or both. "I'll get fit" is a fantastic sentiment, but it's not a plan. It's a wish. It lacks specific, measurable steps. Compare that to "I will walk for 30 minutes, 3 times a week," and replace one sugary drink a day with water. One sounds like a motivational poster, the other sounds like a strategy. And guess which one has a better chance? Secondly, we fall into the all-or-nothing trap. We stumble once, maybe we skipped a gym day, or had a donut when we swore off sugar, and suddenly, the entire resolution is deemed a catastrophic failure. "Well, that's that then," we declare, ironically reaching for another donut. "Guess I'll start again next year." This mindset ignores the fact that setbacks are a normal, even necessary, part of learning and habit formation. It's not about being perfect. It's about consistency and getting back on track. Then there's the issue of relying solely on motivation. That initial burst of January 1st enthusiasm is powerful, but motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like a fickle friend. What we truly need for lasting change is discipline and systems. If your resolution is to read more, you need a system, a dedicated reading time, a stack of books ready, a habit tracker. Not just a vague hope that one day you'll magically find yourself devouring War and Peace. And let's not forget the fresh start effect. There's something undeniably appealing about a new calendar year. It feels like a clean slate, a magical erasing of all past failures and procrastinations. And while this feeling can be a powerful motivator, it can also lead us to believe that the date itself will do most of the heavy lifting. Spoiler alert, it won't. You still have to do the work. The calendar doesn't magically make you want to go for a run in the cold, dark morning. Finally, there's societal pressure. Everyone around us is declaring their resolutions, hitting the gym with renewed, if temporary, vigor. It creates a sense of obligation rather than genuine, intrinsic desire. And resolutions born out of obligation are rarely sustainable. They're like that sweater you got for Christmas. You might wear it once out of politeness, but then it quietly retreats to the back of the closet, never to be seen again. So, a New Year's resolution, in essence, is an ancient human tradition. A hopeful, sometimes misguided, attempt to harness the power of a fresh start for personal betterment. It's a testament to our perennial optimism and our enduring, if often challenged, capacity for change. Whether you choose to embrace the resolution tradition, or wisely decide to bypass the annual self-flagellation, remember this: the desire for self-improvement is a powerful, very human trait. And if January 1st isn't your day, there's always tomorrow. Or maybe springtime. Or when you finally return your neighbor's shovel. So, what are your thoughts on New Year's resolutions? Do you make them? Do you keep them? Or do you just roll your eyes and eat leftover holiday cookies? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into human nature, history, and why we're all a little bit flawed but endlessly hopeful, hit that like button. Share this video with a friend who's already given up on their gym membership, and subscribe to What Is for more fascinating insights into, well, everything. Until next time, try to actually use that gym membership, or at least enjoy your cookies.